Hi everyone, James Kelsall again. For today's session, we're going to cover Oracle Eloqua and what I like to refer to as a modern marketer's playground. We've logged in here and you'll notice that the home page lists a series of tiles that give us information that is important as a modern marketer to complete our daily tasks. Starting on the left-hand side, we get an overview of how many contacts are in our database, how many of these individuals have visited our website. Breaking that out a little further, we can analyze over time how many contacts have we added, how many of these contacts have interacted with our website. Today, you may be overwhelmed with the amount of time and stress in putting together a single campaign. Our solution will enable you to scale and continue to operate in a lean fashion with our ultimate goal of bridging the gap between marketing and sales. And what I mean by that is bridging the gap. We provide you with our solution, analytics throughout, that will get you that ROI so you can share back with the business to justify your spend and your team's efforts. So if we click into the campaigns, we get a view of how many of these campaigns are active, what type of campaign do we have going on, start date, end date. Everything is actionable. I like to think of Eloqua as actionable insight with every click. You'll notice throughout the journey today, everything I show you is extremely easy to use, drag and drop interface, little to no training needed. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start out at a blank canvas and construct a brand new campaign. So navigating to orchestration, we select campaigns. We'll go ahead and create a new blank campaign. So the middle of the screen, this is your blank canvas. Again, the favorite place of your modern marketer to start out. You're starting from scratch, or you can take advantage of the templates that we have included in our solution. Now, speaking with Aurora and team members, we'd like to start out with segmentation. So segmentation provides you the ability to target a specific audience based on a specific use case. From discussions with the Aurora team, one of these use cases could be, let's target farmers that have over 10,000 or a certain number of acres with a certain type of crop. Segmentation is the area that allows you to get to this level of granularity. You'll notice that with a double click, I've added segmentation to the blank canvas. Now, the next step after we have the right audience, we want to send them an email. With another double click, I've added an email. Now, to join the two together, because remember, we're constructing a campaign here. We click and we drag and we join the two. Again, very easy. There's no code here. I'm not doing anything magical that you guys can't see. Extremely simple to get you the results fast. And more importantly, get you the right results. We've added the email. Now the next step is we want to have a decision here. If they submitted a form that we included in the email, which path do you want to send them down? If they didn't submit the form, what is the other path? The value of Oracle Eloqua is in this multi-step campaign is that you can include a series of steps into one canvas. And what that's going to do, it's going to enable your team again to scale in a way that today they can't because everything is so manual. So we've added the email. We'll then have the decision factor. So again, double click, connect the dots. We're provided a check for yes or an X for no. So if they submitted the form, and this could be a rebate form for Aurora, where do you want to send them? So if they did submit the form, we want to add them to a specific campaign. We'll connect the dots. Now, if they didn't, let's go ahead and wait a few days. Myself receiving marketing content from other vendors, it's nice to not get that message right away, bugging you after you just received the first message. So think of this as a way to use technology to have a pause in your communication, in your touch points. So as we connect wait, we can then double click and set how many days do we want to wait for. So let's give them a week. We want to wait a week before we send them additional content. Now again, with Aurora, we heard that one of the use cases is to actually send content over to print. You want to send printed material to your contacts, to their actual farm. So we have that option. What's nice with Eloqua and all of Oracle's solutions is we have an Oracle Cloud Marketplace. Think of that as snap-ons to the existing solution. Oracle Eloqua, it's the best of breed. There is a large community out there, specifically around Eloqua, customers sharing ideas, exchanging what's worked for them, what hasn't worked for them. So if there's something that you can't do today, tomorrow you will be able to do it. We'll go ahead and connect the dot. And at this point, we've constructed a campaign. The last step would be to verify, make sure that everything is good. In this case, it's a draft. If you remember back from the demo, if we were to save and there are errors, you are flagged as a marketer. You understand which errors you need to fix. Today, you don't have that preventative maintenance. There's no guidelines to tell you you've done something wrong. It's too late after the fact. We have that included in this application. Also, if this needs to go through some sort of approval, you'll notice that as we save this, we can include those approvals in the application. So we've constructed the campaign. Let's say that we've set this active and it's running for a while. How do we understand the performance of your marketing team and the return on your investments? Oracle Eloqua has robust dashboards and reports included throughout the application. There's a series of them that are included. You don't have to construct them. Now, if there is a specific report that we don't have, good news, you can create it. You'll notice that we're looking at a revenue performance dashboard. What we're looking at here is your team's efforts from a marketing standpoint and how that relates to revenue or how that relates to open opportunity pipeline. You have the ability to segment this and to sort it by campaign type. So if we only want to look at emails and how are your email blasts trending over time, you can select that drop down. The graph comes to life. This is real-time reporting. I know with the other videos, I've hit on this over and over and over. In order for technology to be successful, you have to have the insight. The insight is how you guide your organization to change and how your users to adopt the applications. That's the what's in it for me, from an executive down to an individual sales rep, and of course, for your marketing team. Thank you everyone for the time today. Look forward to our next session.